Because he took my words of an example of what I wasn't saying, and he just played it as if it was my words, and I didn't say that.
Really?
I think you said that, dude.
Because wait. I'm sorry. It sounded like you.
But you took out the beginning where I said it's not like I'm saying these following things, and he just took it out of context.
You know what he did? You know what he did? He took the may have and the wiggle room and flipped it on you. You said it.
No.
You said it.
This Panthers team has blown it. They are losers. They're nothing but regular season paper champions. You could take that President's Trophy and throw it in the Sawgrass Everglades because I don't give a rat's ass about it. All they've done is show themselves to be the biggest disappointment in hockey history.
This is bullcrap. I did not say that.
Is it? I got to tell you. Some fine work by you, Marcos.
Yep.
You want to put it on tape? But
I didn't
listen to it.
But you took out the beginning.
The beginning. Let me ask you a question. At any point in time, if you're rats off a ship, if you weren't rats off a ship, would you ever say something like that? No.
I wasn't rats off a ship.
Where were you?
I told you. I was a panicked rat. I was asking the rats, how are we feeling right now?
Listen. You and two rats walk by some cheese in a trap. Your buddy goes for the cheese and gets snapped.
Hmm?
That's how quick you got off the boat.
I didn't get off the boat.
What?
In fact, last night, I would say down 2-1. I was never more confident. I'm like, they're going to come back. I said that to my TV.
That kind of sounds like me and you were, wait, how you going to be a nervous rat and always have confidence?
Nah, I just was. I don't know.
You even doing it now.
Because they were going to get screwed last night with that dirty hit.
You were even doing it now.
I'm not doing anything. I'm telling you right now. I believed in the Cats last night.
5 seconds ago, not 5 minutes, you said, I have never been more confident.
Yeah.
5 seconds before that, you said I was a nervous rat. You can't be a nervous rat and never have more confidence.
I can't explain how I go through my system. Like I have a grieving process and I have a process of handling bad results.
You grieved for 5 seconds? You were a nervous rat, and then your very next statement was, I never had more confidence.
During the game, I had more confidence. They were dominating. They were dominating that game. I'm like, they're not going out like this.
But that was yesterday. We're talking about this morning. We're talking about a minute ago.
Well, you were asking how I was yesterday. I was explaining I was a nervous rat. I wasn't rats off a ship. I was still on the ship. I was just nervous. But not last night.
Can I just tell you something? My dog is scary. Luna is terrified of everything. Luna, terrified of everything. If you wear a hat, she's out. If she don't recognize you, she's out. If it's dark, she's out. And what she does is she runs G.I. Joe's under the bed and barks from there. She ain't coming out, but she gonna bark. Now, at that point, you can't say the dog is friendly. The dog is terrified of new people.
Right.
That's the reaction I got from you yesterday.
But I wasn't terrified of anything new. In fact, I was terrified of the old. Terrified of the ghost of.
You trying?
You ever see?
I give you kudos for trying.
You ever see A Christmas Carol?
Ain't no way in hell you getting out of this one.
You ever see A Christmas Carol?
Yes, they show it for like 30 hours straight.
Okay,
right,
well, remember
on all of the TBS Turner stations. It's annoying.
Okay, well, you remember Ebenezer Scrooge had to deal with the ghost of Christmas past. I was dealing with the ghost of Panthers past. And instead, I got the ghost of the Panthers kicking ass. Because I never lost faith.
Out of 4 sides of his neck.
I'm just telling you, dude. I'm telling you, I had so much. Let's let the calls last night. This was Doug Plagans last night, WQAM on the Panthers radio network. So the Panthers, they're dominating this game. Midway through the third period. Dirty hit on Sam Bennett. Awful. Nobody called it. They come out there And then the Caps go up top 2-1.
Back go the Capitals. On a break is Kuznetsov, and he goes. A shot. He scores top shelf. 10:29 to go in the third. And it's 2-1 Washington.
This was garbage, okay? Non-penalty called. They decapitated him. They said nothing. It was worse than when Vinny Trocheck was tripped back in the day by the Islanders. This was awful. No call. What the hell is that? Took out his head. No call. Leads to a breakaway. Caps go up 2-1. It's ridiculous. Did you see that play, Leroy? Yes. Garbage.
It's amazing to me, like, the way hockey happens is so much easier to see who's gained an advantage by either tripping, hooking, or anything like that. Because, they're on ice. But if I can watch TV and I go, that need to be some kind of penalty, huh? Right? Not knowing hockey as well as most, then it probably should have been some type of penalty. Because if I notice it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times with these hooking, slashing, I mean, when the dude takes his hammer like Thor, that's obvious.
Should have been 5-minute major for mauling. Ridiculous. I
was worried. Now, let me ask you this. When he pulled the goalie with 3 minutes left.
I know. Balls.
I'm like, whoa. Is that like the onside kick after you score and you're up by 3? Because wasn't it a little odd that he pulled the goalie that early?
He was trying, he was sitting there and he was trying things. You got to make it happen, old Bruno.
I got to tell you, the one thing that is most annoying about hockey, they go on a power play and the defense makes like a cone of silence and they just get in like a little kind of a circle and go back and forth. And nobody takes a shot. They just go around and around and around the outside and around the outside. I'm like, oh my God, this is what we're going to do for the next 2 minutes. But yeah, I like, knowing as little as I know about hockey, my first thought was, hey, isn't this kind of early to be pulling the goalie?
Well, you know what the B in Bruno stands for? Balls.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Yes, you did, Marco. Stop.
I was
stop.
Like,
go ahead. Throw that shot. You knew exactly where he was going.
Balls is not what I was thinking.
Really?
Just didn't think he was gonna just say balls.
Yeah, big balls Bruno. That's what they call him.
He bought Big Baller Brand. He said, I'll buy BBB. And when we go repackage it as Big Balls Bruno. That had to be equivalent to the Saints kicking the onside kick, right? Coming out of the second half.
It was gutsy.
Goalie
it was gutsy, and it was empty netter that close.
Woo! Oh, you know what? You know what the greatest sound in hockey is when you have an empty net. Ding!
I thought it was a fan just going, oh.
Ding! Like when he shoots, you go, oh no! Ding!
Hit the ID here, Marcos.
The Ticket is the home of every Miami Heat game. WAXY South Miami and WSFS HD2 Miramar, an Odyssey station.
And the headlines here are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford, we know trucks. So the Panthers, they pull goalie. All right. Time is winding down. And then Sam Reinhart ties things up, saving the Panthers season, essentially. I knew he would do it.
Oh,
Huberdeau throws it for the net. Reinhart a shot, and he scores! Sam Reinhart has tied the game from right out in front. The puck bounced to him, and he's able to beat Samsonov down low. The Panthers have tied the game at 2 with 2:04 to play here in the third. One they had to have, and they got it.
Man, Doug Plagans is hanging on for dear life there with his voice because he came out of the gate strong. Hockey announcing, man, that's the best. Those guys are the tops. So we go to overtime. All right, this ain't your grandma's overtime. This is real playoff hockey overtime. Do or die, Leroy.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Going.
Could go and play an extra game. Or you could just have Carter Verhaeghe finish this puppy up and even Steven the series. Here's the call last night on Panthers radio.
Tap dancing through center was McMichael, but he turned it over. Ekblad back up the ice. Here go the Panthers. A shot for Verhaeghe. Save made by Samson up the rebound. And they score! Carter Verhaeghe let it rip from the top of the near circle. And the Panthers have won it 3-2 in overtime. And this series is tied at 2 going back to sunrise on Wednesday.
Vamos, Gatos. Dude, I told you, I never doubted him, dude. I never doubted him.
You better stop with that.
I never doubted him, dude. I
You
told
are
you.
something else.
Dude. True cat believer.
So let me ask you this. I've always tried to figure out with us what's more fraudulent. Me asking the questions beforehand and being deemed a hater, or you just lying?
I'm not lying, though. You know what we saw last night?
Wait. At what point in time yesterday did you ever say you have no doubts about the Panthers? Give
Second
me that
period.
tape.
Second period.
No. I'm saying during this show.
Oh, I said it. You guys just cut my example takes out there, and I don't appreciate that. Don't take my example takes and take them for real takes. Those are example takes. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We got hot takes. We got hot cold takes.
Yeah, I'm just giving you an example.
Just throwing it out there takes.
No, just throwing it out there is different.
Do that a lot.
An example take is like giving example take. Yeah, it's like, for example, if I were to give such a take, this would be my take.
This Panthers team has blown it. They are losers. They're nothing but regular season paper champions. You can take that President's Trophy and throw it in the Sawgrass Everglades because I don't give a rat's ass about it. All they've done is show themselves to be the biggest disappointment in hockey history.
You know what's funny about that?
That's so unfair. That's so unfair how you did that.
Here's what's funny about that. I warn him all the time. When he goes hard in the paint like that, I say, "Hey, Tobes, you sure you want to take this angle right now? Like, it's only the 4th game. They got to win. You know, the Panthers have shown they can run off 11 in a row." Right? I asked because I care about what's going to happen.
Right.
But I don't talk. I shut up. You know why? So Marcos could get some good tape. I didn't want him to get any tape with me interrupting you. I didn't want it because I knew.
But he's nothing.
I knew this moment. This moment.
But he
when
is
you're
nothing.
Trying to oil yourself up and slide through that skinny pipe.
No.
And wiggle yourself out of the pinch that you're in.
Marcos.
I knew.
No.
This was going to happen. Here's what you do. You can come in this morning if they would have lost and say, "I told you, I knew it. This is the same path for 25 years, right?" But if it's not that way, you can come in with the old hot take that all the media guys do, all the journalists do when they've been hating for the last few days.
I wasn't hating them.
I motivated them. They heard me. I motivated them.
I don't know if I motivated them, but I will say what I saw last night, and it was very important. I'll tell you what I saw.
Last night, it's easy to jump back on the bandwagon when nobody's.
I never left the bandwagon.
None of the other rats are around.
I never left the bandwagon though.
See, all the rats that was still on the ship were inside watching the hockey game on that big screen.
No,
right?
but hold on.
And you were outside watching your other friend, Charlatan Rats, swim away.
Nope.
And then you tried to get back on, but we locked the door. Lock the door. You watch from the little window.
You can't lock the door when I never left. I was just a rat with angst.
What?
I was not a rat that left
You a rat with what?
with angst.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But you know what happened last night? Let me tell you what happened last night.
You flip flop. That's what happened.
That's not what happened.
Really?
Marcus, you want to know what happened last night?
I would love to know what happened last night.
J-Fig, you want to know what happened last night?
Oh God.
J-Fig, is you a Scooby? I'll tell you what happened last night. You want to know what happened last night?
I don't want to know.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just tell Marcos because he wants to know.
Damn it.
What happened last night
I was
was
going to be the only one.
Why?
it's okay.
Why? It's 6:15. I already want to fight you. Why? Because
I'll tell you what happened last night. The cats grew up before our very eyes. That's what happened. Yep. I am a proud Panthers papa because I saw my cats grow up before our very eyes. Because you want to know something? You got to crawl before you can walk, right? And you got to walk before you can skate. And last night, they skated.
Can we get a
like
little
grown
jog in
cats.
there somewhere?
No.
No.
There's no jogging on the ice. Idiot.
There's no crawling either, jackass.
Oh, dude, they have ice baby races.
Hopefully
no
not
way.
like those basketball baby races. Whew, it's cold
Hopefully
down there.
Hopefully they are.
Ooh, baby.
Absolute bliss.
Do you push them? I'm not sure. Like, are you sliding
Oh,
your
you just
baby?
put them on little toboggans.
Really? You've already. What are you doing? You see what he's done to get that stink off of him? Now we talk about baby toboggan races, right?
Yeah.
he just off. Like, we want to talk about that. We would talk about your terrible behavior.
I didn't have terrible
yesterday.
behavior.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. Never lost faith, dude.
Let me ask
Never
you a
lost
question.
faith.
Does this sound like a guy that never lost faith? Go ahead and hit it one more time.
It's an
Marco.
This
Example
Panthers
take.
team has blown it. They are losers. They're nothing but regular season paper champions. You could take that President's Trophy and throw it in the Sawgrass Everglades because I don't give a rat's ass about it. All they've done is show themselves to be the biggest disappointment in hockey history.
Listen,
Speaking
I
of
was
rats,
just giving
speaking of rats' ass, why is your ass wet?
dude, that was just an example take. And second of all,
Wait, example take. Dude, you have to explain this to me.
it's like
What
a for
the hell?
example.
You have found a new word in radio.
Dude, have you ever taken a test?
Example take.
Yeah, have you
I'm
ever-
saying, let's
have you
go
ever
live. ESPN, we're gonna go live to the Panthers and talk to one Brendan Tobin.
right.
Look, yesterday on my show, I gave an example take.